Hello everyone. What's up and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you and God bless you. How are you all doing today? My country people, we are here again with another Ubonge information from the Palace of Ife. Remember, as we hear allegedly, na so na we dey carry come meet una for una domot. According to how this alleged information take reach us, my country people, on top the internet space. Now we do already dey hear yes so we dey hear say serious gbege dey already dey on top the internet space concerning Olori, Ashley and Kabiyesi. Una know say the level wey these women dey so dem dey, in fact they are now seeing it that they are now the one marrying Kabiyesi, or I don't even know what I would say how they feel about themselves in the Palace of Ife. Like Kabiyesi will tell them not to do something and they will just do ear like say they no hear. Especially since after Olori Ashley came back with her son. Since that time she gave birth to a baby boy. It's now like she's now the same level with Kabiyesi, same age mate and everything. Like she no dey respect Kabiyesi again, and Kabiyesi will be like, Haba, what is happening? Is this something I am missing? You understand that kind of a thing. So he gave this interview or so that we heard allegedly that Kabiyesi stated initially, don't welcome these people, don't even grant the interview because you are going to mess things up there. Yes, because she's going to say the one that might even make Queen Naomi not to come back into the Palace of Ife again. But una know say telling them what to do is just like, hitting hand on a tipper with sand, because nobody go fit hear as the thing they do kind, you understand. So in case you don't know whom Olori Ashley is, she is one of the Oloris in the Palace of Ife. Yes, that we heard allegedly that Kabiyesi is looking forward to, seeing them out of the palace. Yeah, he has been praying for a day, okay, that all of them, like he will be free from all of them, according to what we heard allegedly. Before we dive right into the video, please do not forget that these are content and should be consumed as one, okay? They are alleged information on top the internet space, so please, why believe with a pinch of salt. So we heard allegedly that Queen Olori Ashley granted an interview with Yetunde Ajanako. Yes, so where she speaks about, she spoke about her role in the palace and what it means to walk in tradition and modernity. Yes, so my country people, they asked her a few questions and she gave replies. So I'm going to be listing out the questions that, they threw at her and her response to those questions. So they were like, you celebrated the Olokun and Osara festival recently. What inspired your connection to these traditional festivals and what do they personally mean to you? So she went on to, answer them that celebrating Olokun and Osara is deeply spiritual for her, that Olokun, the deity of deep sea, embodies mystery, wealth, and spiritual insight, resonating with her identity as a woman and a mother. Osara represents the nurturing spirits of water and the sacred feminine. These festivals connect us to our ancestors and remind her of her role as a custodian of Yoruba tradition. Yes, so my country people, I don't know if you can remember the story of this Osara festival and Olokun festival, where we heard allegedly that she was not supposed to, organize it, but she later did. So all of those things, my country people, stories don't plenty for matters wey concern these women. So they later asked her the second question: as a queen in the Ooni of Ife's palace, what role do you perform on daily basis, and how do you use your position to empower women and preserve culture? So she went on to tell them that her role is a sacred calling that involves service, spiritual responsibility, and cultural stewardship. She equally stated that daily she engaged with women, mentoring and creating platform for their voices, for their voice to be heard. That she equally promotes traditional festivals and work with community leaders to ensure that Yoruba heritage is celebrated. So she equally said that by living the culture of the Yorubas openly, that she aims to inspire young women to embrace their identities. So they asked her again, in a modern world that's moving fast towards globalization, how important is it to preserve indigenous festivals and traditions? So she answered, preserving our traditions is crucial. They are the heartbeat of our identity. Globalization offers a platform to showcase our heritage. Festivals like Olokun or Sarah carry ancestral wisdom and values. By honoring them, we maintain our spiritual DNA and provide our children with a strong sense of identity. So the interviewer asked again, can you share one unforgettable moment or experience from this year's Olokun or Osara festival that moved you deeply? So she went on to tell the story of, she was like during the Osara festival, a young woman entered a trance, overwhelmed by the Orisa's presence, guided by the divine feminine force of Osara, that she approached the woman, offered prayers, and helped her return safely. This experience, reaffirmed the power of their traditions and her role as the Yeye Omi Odua. Yes, Yeye Omi Odua. So, my country people, she equally, the interviewer asked again, many young Nigerians are disconnected from their roots. What do you think can be done to rekindle cultural pride, especially among the youth? So she gave the reply, she gave this a reply. We must make tradition visible and relatable by integrating it into schools, media, and daily life. Education should encompass heritage, teaching the meanings behind our names, ceremonies, and proverbs. Leaders must exemplify cultural pride, showing that embracing one's roots enhances relevance and power. Yeah, I guess she made a point here. So they equally asked her how she balanced being a royal figure, a modern Nigerian woman with ambitions, responsibilities, and influence. And she answered, allegedly, balancing my role as a role figure with being a modern Nigerian woman, especially as someone born and raised in the UK, is a journey of harmony, not contradiction. That she is both a daughter of the diaspora and a custodian of ancient tradition, and she believes that duality is her strength. She equally, confessed that being British gave her exposure to a different world, one that values structure, education, ambition, and individuality. But being a born princess of the source and being a Yoruba royal gave her purpose, identity, and a deep spiritual connection to something far greater than herself. She equally stated that she don't see these two aspects of her life as opposites, that she see them as complementary. So she equally confessed that her Western upbringing allows her to navigate global platforms with confidence, while her heritage grounds her, reminding her of whom she is truly. So she equally said that as a woman of influence, that she carry many responsibilities, spiritual, cultural, and personal, that she is involved in community development, in empowering women and children, in preserving culture, and also in raising her children, growing professionally, and supporting others who look up to her. It is a lot, but she embraced it fully because she knew that representation matters. So she was like, when young girls see her, British born, but standing proud in her beads, her gele, her core traditional attire, and her purpose, they realize that they too can, embrace every part of whom they are. Yeah. So the interviewer asked again, what advice would she give to women who want to walk proudly in both their traditional heritage and contemporary life? So she was like, know who you are and never apologize for it. Embrace your dual identity as a custodian of tradition and a modern achiever. Honor your ancestors, learn your language, and pursue your dreams. Being rooted in culture provides a strong foundation for success in today's world. They asked again, what does womanhood mean to you, especially from the lens of Yoruba culture and spirituality? She answered that womanhood is sacred, encompassing, nurturing, wisdom, and spiritual power. In Yoruba culture, women are deeply connected to Orisa like Yemoja, Oshun, and Olokun. Being a woman involves balance, leading with grace and strength, and serving as the heartbeat of the community. Wow, they asked her a whole lot of questions. So, yeah. They asked her a whole lot. So they equally asked her, are there any specific cultural value or teaching she feels today's society needs to relearn from our ancestors? So she said that they need to relearn respect for elders, the earth, and ourselves. Patience, wisdom, communal living, and spirituality are values that our ancestors upheld. Embracing these teachings can guide us towards a more harmonious and grounded society. Wow. How do you hope to be remembered in the palace, in Nigeria, and by young women looking up to you? And she was like, she hoped to be remembered as a bridge between tradition and modernity, someone who honored ancestral legacies while inspiring others to embrace their heritage, that she aims to uplift women and the youth, showing that one can be both culturally rooted and globally impactful. Can you share a myth or cultural story tied to Olokun or Osara that more people should know and understand? Olokun, the deity of the deep sea, once flooded the earth in a moment of sorrow, serving as a cleansing and renewal. Osara, the river goddess, represents healing and transformation. These stories teach us about the cycles of life and the importance of respecting nature and the sacred feminine. So the last question they asked her was like, what is that one dream she would like, she would still pursue beyond the palace walls? And she answered, beyond the palace walls, one dream I am passionately pursuing is to create a platform that uplifts and empowers African women globally, connecting them to their roots, their culture, and to each other. I envision a space where women can share their stories, access mentorship, and find the tools they need to lead with confidence and grace in all areas of life. Having walked both the worlds of tradition and modernity, I understand how important it is for women to see themselves reflected in leadership, culture, and spirituality. My dream is to bridge those worlds, helping women embrace their heritage while also thriving in today's fast paced global society. Yes, so she was like, this is more than a project. It is a calling that she believes that when women rise, communities rise. And if she can inspire just one woman to walk proudly in her identity and purpose, then that she knew that she's fulfilling that dream. The palace may be my home, but my influence and hopes extend far beyond its walls into the hearts and the futures of women everywhere. So, my country people, that's it with the interview questions and the answers she gave. Okay, yes, Kabiesi was like, I told you not to. Why did you? So, everything about them is trying to make women know that they can as well involve themselves in leadership stuffs. Yeah. So that is why a lot of people saw it that they are targeting Kabiesi's this thing, that they are targeting Kabiyesi's throne. This one, everybody is targeting, teaching about being a king or something, a woman king. Anyway, my country people, that's just it with this. Please do not forget that all of these are rumors gathered on the internet space, okay? In fact, they are content and should be consumed as one. Please, why believe with a pinch of salt. Thank you so much for your love and support towards my channel. I don't take it for granted. May God bless you all for that. See you soon. Bye.